welcome. This is my first attempt at doing a commentary. It's Kyle, aka Grimrook. We're doing a commentary for headquarters on Summit. Right now, it's me and two of my clanmates, Olivestri and 70 miles per hour Ron. And this is probably one of our favorite maps to play on. We know Summit pretty well. We know the ins and outs and some of the best tricks on it. And we're gonna see one of my better games. I usually don't come out with one of the big scores. I'm usually not one of the top scorers on our team, mainly because my role is generally capping the target, and I sacrifice myself a lot. So in so doing, I usually tend to not have very big KDRs when I play tactical games, and I usually score somewhere in the middle. But in this one, I just ended up having a really good game, come out with some really good plays, and ended up having a rare one where I'm the top scorer for my team and we win. It's kind of a joke in our clan where if I'm the top scorer of our team, we're in trouble. So what you'll see here is we did lose the first cap, and I'm kind of an idiot here too. We definitely come off to a slow start. At that point I was just expecting my claymore to go ahead and protect me, and it clearly didn't. But that's an easily bypassed one. I think I make another stupid play right here where, yeah, I jump onto the railing first before I try to go in. And then this is one of the trickier ones to camp, just because it's open. It's so easy to dump grenades into it, and it's so hard to get to once you've lost control of the area. And that's a really big part of just about any game of HQ, is controlling the area. And we'll see a little bit later on some traffic control, which is a real big issue when you're playing HQ. In a lot of the games where we tend not to do well, one of the big reasons why we don't do so well is when we have a team that just controls the map better, controls the traffic lanes, and makes it difficult for us to get to where we need to go. In this case, one of the problems that we were having was we would get control of the area around the target early, but then we'd get cleared out. We get cleared out, and then while we're all respawning, we go through nice. We get cleared out, and then while we're all waiting to respawn, the enemy moves in. And there are good ways to adjust it. Claymores obviously are a great way to control a HQ location. Sometimes one thing we'll do is we'll try to establish a broader perimeter. And I even remember that part right there where my teammate there kind of, I don't know, I lost a sense of where I was, and I jumped backwards, and it was a longer jump than I really wanted it to be. So that was our first cap. Not a great cap. We only get a 30 out of it. And we come back again to this spot. And in our team, every spot has a location. I'm kind of surprised I get away with this. And come out with a nice little double kill on top of it. I have a problem where they always catch me with my claymore. I always get caught with my claymore. It's always kind of embarrassing, but every once in a while it works out. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, for just about every map, at least all the maps that we're really comfortable with, each location has a name. We all kind of tend to have an idea of where we're going to go. Here I'm playing a little bit stupid. You want to always, and I kind of realize it right there, when you have enough people covering a target, you definitely don't want them all looking at the same place. You want them all looking at and covering all the entrances, all the access points, and that'll help you. And then here is just, I do this about no matter what game type. I almost always come on this path, and I always check that location in that way, just because it's such a common spawn point. You could spawn trap an enemy, and again, like I said, control traffic. I love using that path in just about any kind of game mode, just because even with as long as this game's been out, and with Summit being what it is, or with Summit being one of the original maps, that mountain path still seems to be like a low traffic route, and no one seems to pay attention to it. So it's still a great way to creep up on people. And here we go, we're setting up a perimeter again. This is a very important access that you really have to be aware of. That's why I get a claymore up on there. I mean, that's the name of the game in HQ again. It is understanding where your access points are, how to get there. And then, yeah, I think this is the point where I pick up a bunch of defends out of nowhere. There, you'll see a lot of people when they go to defend in HQ, and they kind of camp it. And you know, don't get me wrong, I think you have to camp on games like Headquarters and Domination, but you'll see people where they'll kind of post themselves up to where everyone's just kind of staring at the target. And of course the problem with it is usually if you're looking at the target, you're also to a degree exposed. So what you'll see here is I'm actually kind of away from it, and I'm waiting to look at the defend icon to fade in and out to let me know that I need to get over there. You know, so the idea is, and you'll see me do it again I think a little bit later, is you stay out of sight, stay covered, and then pop in when you need to, and you'll tend to stay alive a little bit longer and get more defense out of it. And this chopper just kills me right here. Cannot get any love from it. And now it's probably a good idea to point out that, and see, here it goes as well. Alright then, fine. I didn't want to take the chopper down anyways. This is as good as any as a time to point out. These are not really instructional videos. I still am very much a noob. I consider myself a noob. I wouldn't consider my videos instructional unless you're like really new, and then I guess you could learn from whatever mistakes or whatever few things that I've already picked up on my own. Otherwise, I'm sure that more experienced players are sitting there and just thinking, God, this guy's garbage. It's fair criticism. Again, we're controlling traffic. You know, you may not necessarily get a defend from killing an enemy right on top of the target, but I like that. That's a good kill right there. Headshot defend midair. And there, I just got sandwiched. So,
spy plane standing by.
And you'll notice that
our spy plane's in the air.
I like that. That's a nice one. I run into 4 guys. I think I get 3 of them. I'm not sure. So yeah, basically my philosophy is win the game first, and I think this comes out. I don't play for the big KDRs. I don't play for the big kill streaks. I play to win the game. If all you want is really high kill to death ratio, then go play team deathmatch. I don't understand. You know, people who I've played games with people who bragged about their KDRs in the middle of a game while we're on the losing
Spy
team.
plane ready for deployment.
And to me that's just insanity. I don't understand why you would do that.
Headquarters
So
secured.
and here is exactly what I'm talking about, where earlier, you know, I'm staying out of sight. I hate that bar. I hate it. Trying to stay out of sight, waiting, letting, you know, my indicators tell me when I need to get in there and defend. Get a little bored, come out. And again, you may not get the extra points for the defend. This guy just, I couldn't get a good beat on him. You may not get the extra points for defend, but getting your kills near the target, controlling traffic, keeping the enemy as far away as possible, that's all of it is just as good as. So
Spy plane ready for deployment.
at this point I'm at 28-16, 5 captures, 4 defends. This is a strong game.
Headquarters
This is the kind of
located.
game my team expects out of me, especially with the captures and the defends. And here we go. Again, this is traffic control. Made, of course, easier by with the help of the Blackbird, but
Hostile RCXD spotted in your area.
that doorway right there is just a huge hotspot. If you could pinch that and keep people off of that door, you definitely have a good, you know, you could control the building in a lot of ways. So we're just about done here. I'm kind of running out of things to talk about. I think what we could definitely cover is, right now you'll see that I'm running Ghost, and nice little double kill there, or no, not a double kill, I get punished for it. Get a little cocky, and then there you go. I'm running Ghost Pro. At this point I'm running Ghost Pro. I got my AK-74U silenced
We are winning the fight. Do not stop.
with the rapid fire.
Incoming.
And Ninja. Actually, it's very uncommon for me to play Headquarters with this. Usually Headquarters I run with Flak Jacket, Second Chance, and you know, a lot of people complain about Second Chance, but it's you take the right tools to the right job. If your job is to capture the target, you want everything that'll keep you alive, you know, with no matter what people throw at you. So I'll probably talk about Second Chance a lot later on in another video. So for that about wraps it up. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.